There's a piece just out on the Los Angeles Slimes. And there he is, Jeb Bush again. And the article says, after the Florida House today gave final approval to a bill granting in-state tuition to the children and some immigrants in the country illegally, so Florida has now done this. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush used the occasion to criticize Washington lawmakers, including members of his own party, for inaction on immigration reform. Quote, Florida succeeded in doing what the federal government has failed to do. Take real steps to address our nation's serious immigration challenges, Bush said. I'm going to tell you something. We had Rick Santorum on this program yesterday. He's written an entire book. Unlike Jeb Bush, he actually understands what he wrote in his book. Remember Jeb Bush on his book tour? Somebody cited his book to him, and he was surprised that that information was actually in his book. It was an embarrassment. But I want to explain something to Jeb Bush and all the Bushes and all the Republicans who are insisting that we cave. You're not compassionate people. You're not thoughtful people. You're the opposite. This economy grew at 0.1%. 800 and some thousand people dropped out of the economy, dropped out of the workplace. They can lie about the unemployment rate, 6.3. I don't care if they say it's 3.3. Last time I checked, the unemployment rate in North Korea is 2%. That's right. You're either working at a gulag or you're guarding a gulag. That's a job. We have millions and millions of American citizens in this country who need jobs. We have millions and millions of American citizens in this country who want better jobs. We have millions and millions of American citizens in this country who are working part-time jobs and having a hell of a tough time making ends meet. And these millionaires and these billionaires, and I have nothing against people of wealth, I have something against their politics, are running around the country. They control both parties. They control the Chamber of Commerce. They apparently control big labor, running around and making it sound like they're noble, they're virtuous, by endlessly propagandizing about the poor illegal alien. They show no compassion for their fellow Americans. They show no motivation to do anything to unleash this economy. So the American people, the U.S. citizen, has an opportunity to thrive in this country. Endlessly fighting for illegal aliens, people who've come here illegally, and their children. When is the last time Jeb Bush went to a steel town or a coal town or to a commercial fishery town? When's the last time he went to a truck stop and spoke to American citizens about their children? What about it? I've never seen anything like this. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And meanwhile, we'll read more stories in Politico and the Washington Compost and the New York Slimes and these little hack columnists, these fake conservatives who go on and on. Look at that. They're going to get the Tea Party. Oh, they're going to get the Tea Party. Look at that. Oh, we're going to get our incumbents reelected. Look at that. They are so out of touch. They are so disconnected from reality. They do not realize the fury that is boiling up from the grassroots because they have nothing to do with the grassroots. They're stuck in their own little bubble. They're stuck in their own little bubble. They really don't oppose Obamacare. They really don't oppose big spending. They really don't oppose big taxes. They will lie through their teeth to get reelected. Just the way Orrin Hatch did on my own program. Just the way Mitch McConnell's doing right now. Just the way Eric Cantor's doing right now. And we're all supposed to rally to them. Why? Rally to them for what? So they spend more? So they increase the size of government? So they open our gates wider? While pretending they're one of us? While they hate us and despise us and organize against us? Jeb Bush is an example of the problem. He's the quintessential Republican lightweight. I don't care how he speaks. I don't care what his temperament is. I don't care what a governor he is or was. I know what he says today. Today. And he is obsessed with citizenship for illegal aliens. Obsessed. There is no way I can support this man or anyone like him. The Bush family already had 2 chances to deal with immigration, didn't they? Papa Bush, older brother Bush. What did they do? Well, they tried. Tried what? Comprehensive immigration reform. Kelly Ayotte, the senator from New Hampshire. She doesn't even know what the hell she's talking about. We need to do it now. Do what? Do it now. Do what? There's a law on the books today to secure that damn border and build those fences and other obstacles. They will not do it. Why doesn't Jeb Bush talk about that? Why doesn't he travel the country talking about funding that? Why doesn't Jeb Bush say the truth, which is, let us secure the border, then we'll talk about the rest of this? Because he doesn't want to secure the border. Goes out of the other side of his mouth and Paul Ryan's mouth and Karl Rove's mouth and all the rest of them is what? We need all of these people in this country to get the economy going. Do you realize how pathetic that argument is? We have a massive welfare state. And anybody who's passed third grade mathematics understands that when you bring people into this country, when you invite people into this country, many of whom are illiterate in their own language, many of whom are poor, many of whom are unskilled or low-skilled, they may be coming here for an opportunity, but the opportunity might be work, the opportunity might be welfare. That's logical. You're incentivizing certain behavior in our country and for people who come to this country. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, tens of millions of us, we don't have any institutional representation in Washington. The Democrats make clear, they're in our face, how they want to destroy the country, and they're doing a damn good job of it. The Republicans lie, except on this issue. They've been pretty forthright. Jeb Bush. What's so special about Jeb Bush? He was a great governor. There have been a lot of good governors. What is so special about Jeb Bush? Bush! Do you know, like it or not, right or wrong, that name is going to turn off a bunch of people even before he gets out of the gate. Has anybody thought about that? This guy campaigns in Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania, Central Pennsylvania. And he's going on and on about immigration reform. What do you think the blue-collar workers in that part of the state are going to be thinking about him? It's one thing to have one party push it, but to have the other? Or West Virginia? Or Kentucky? What do you think they're going to think? Exactly what is he trying to do? Exactly what are they trying to do? Seriously, comprehensive immigration reform. I want to know exactly what they want to do. Citizenship for people who are here illegally? Just their children? Do their children, once they get citizenship, do they get to bring in other family members? It's called chain migration. Why not? How exactly is this going to work? Exactly how is this going to work? And they have no damn idea. The man was mumbling on and on at a book signing about his own book because he didn't even know what the hell he wrote or somebody wrote for him. He's the smartest of the Bushes. And then if you stand up like I do, and many of you do, then they start calling you names. Oh, you're xenophobic. What the hell does that mean? It's a Scrabble word. Oh, I'm xenophobic? You're a schmuck. I know what that means. No society, no nation state can survive with these kind of policies, period. These guys are just the latest in a long line of snake oil salesmen. That's what they are. Enough with the Bushes, enough with the Clintons. We need some principled statesmen